So, Mr. Ambassador, thank you for this interview. Few hours before the visiting of the President of India in Cyprus, we are expecting this official visit. What do you want to tell to Cyprus people about this, the importance of this visit?
Herome pousas milo, ten paramoni, tis episkepsis, tu pro edero, tis Indias, stin Kipro. Good evening, everybody. The President of the Republic of India, Mr. Ram Nath Kovind, is visiting Cyprus from Sunday onwards. This follows your own President, His Excellency Nikos Anastasiadis' visit to India last year. At least two former Presidents of India, two former Prime Ministers of India have been to the island in the past. The frequency of such visits itself would indicate how close these two nations are. Our President, His Excellency the President Kovind, had a distinguished academic career with both a commerce and a law degree. He enrolled himself as an advocate with the Bar Council of Delhi in 1971. Thereafter, he served the Government of India in several capacities, and he was elected to India's upper house of parliament, which we call the Rajya Sabha, where he served 2 consecutive terms of 6 years. Subsequently, he was appointed governor of the eastern state of Bihar. A governor is the head of each state, and he was elected to the presidency last year, to a position which is adorned with great distinction. His interests in the areas of international relations, international law, and human rights mark him out to be a statesman. From the point of view of Cyprus and India, President Kovind's visit is expected to further cement the relationship between India and Cyprus. There is so much that the two countries can learn from each other. This is especially, in the context of nearly an identical past history. Both won the independence from the British within a decade of each other. Also, they are democracies of great, profound strength. Also, one other factor, India's father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhiji, is a well-known name in Cyprus. There is actually a bust of him which adjoins the parliament in Nicosia on what is called the Nehru Street. Again, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was our first Prime Minister after independence. Then the President goes to address the National House of Representatives, and at the final day of his program, he visits the University of Cyprus, where he will deliver a talk and also unveil the bust of Rabindranath Tagore, one of our greatest poets and Nobel laureate. Most significantly, the two countries have been of extensive mutual support in international forums. We help each other beyond belief. We have no differences whatsoever. We like each other and we support each other. India's unqualified support, this is very important, India's unqualified support to Cyprus in its problem with the north of the island is very well known, and that remains without any doubt the basic structure on which the relationship between the two countries is built. That will almost remain forever. And during President Kovind's visit, a few MOUs are expected to be signed. This is expected. These MOUs will bring the two countries closer than even now. Now, one final thought, there are about 6,000 Indians in Cyprus. They have come here to join universities or work. They are very popular and they have merged well with the Cyprus society. I am told that Cyprus is becoming increasingly attractive destination for Indian students, more and more number coming each year to pursue higher education. This is a tribute to your educational system. In the same manner, more and more Cypriots have been visiting India's historic sites. Some of them have told me, honestly, that they would like to go back and back again. I myself inaugurated 2 photo exhibitions in which 2 different groups of Cypriots. They went there, captured real India, rural India, and come back and display them. They're amazing photographs which shows the kind of interest which Cypriots have. Everything is rosy, and I, as India's High Commissioner, believe that the countries will come closer together, help each other. There will hardly be any differences between the two, and President Kovind's visit will be another highlight in the long history of good relations between Cyprus and India.
Okay, let's talk about these MOUs that are going to be signed during the official visit. Having in mind that India is a strong economy, and having in mind that Cyprus is a stable place for investments, in which factors are we expecting to cement these relations between the 2 countries?
Yeah, both of us have made efforts to strengthen investment in each other's country. This is an ongoing process. It's not as if it's begun just now. It has happened in the past, and there has been substantial investment both by Cyprus and India in either country. But we feel there is greater scope for the 2 countries to invest in each other country and promote relations. For example, I was in India recently. I made some presentations to business forums, especially in the areas of retail, in the real estate, and you know, your Limassol is a bustling city where a lot of construction activity is going on. So I myself have told my friends and the entrepreneurs in a few places in India that they should come and invest, come and see. Limassol is an amazing city. So they agreed to invest in real estate. How soon it will happen, I cannot say. Second, film industry. You have all heard of Bollywood.
Yes, I was ready to ask you about Bollywood, because I know that our government made a plan of giving motivations to Bollywood producers to come in Cyprus and produce their films. Do we have any news on this factor?
Beg your pardon?
Do we have any news on this factor?
News in the sense that the word is going around. My grievance is that, I know I'll tell you, in a lighter vein, initially in the 1960s and 50s when I grew up, every filmmaker used to go to Switzerland. Without a scene from Switzerland, no film will sell in India. From Switzerland, slowly for the past 15, 20 years, the scene has shifted to Central Europe, the Yugoslavia, various countries in that territory, Slovenia, Herzegovina, and all that. Croatia, they're going because they found it beautiful. So I've been telling my friends, Cyprus is equally, if not more, gorgeous with its beaches, with its wonderful people, very warm, and law and order is so good. You will find no hassles at all in coming. I'm trying to send the message that Cyprus is probably a better alternative for them to come and take movies. I'm not saying it will all happen tomorrow or the day after, but the seeds have been sown, and I'm sure it's a question of a few years when you will find Bollywood producers coming here and enchanting you.
Okay, and let's close this interview by talking about political affairs. How India can help Cyprus in international forums according to our main issue, our main case, Cyprus problem, first of all. And on the other side, India is looking forward for EU relations, and India is waiting from Cyprus, this friendly country of India, to help and promote the interests of India in EU, isn't it like this?
Absolutely. We already had informal offers of help at the EU from Cyprus informally. So whenever we have a problem, we have been told that we could approach Cyprus government and get help from the EU. That's already there. Once in a while this happens. And as far as the north of the island is concerned, we have no two views. The entire country is united behind Cyprus, and unstinted, ungrudging, and unqualified support to Cyprus. We have expressed it in different forums, and there have been a number of occasions, number of international forums where we express this stand that we stand solidly behind Cyprus in its problems in the north.
Okay, then do you want to close by sending a message to Cypriot people and at the same time we are sending a message to India people that they are very welcome in this country?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there is everything going for promoting Indo-Cyprus relations. Cyprus people have been extraordinary. I've been here for just 9 months. My wife and I have fallen in love with Cyprus. Exotic. It's not only the locale, the people. Wherever I've gone, we have received affection, admiration, and everybody says India is a great country and we are happy to see you. I mean, that gives me a lot of strength in working here and meeting people. I mean, almost every evening I meet some Cypriot or the other, and they open their hearts to me. And same way, I can assure you that if Cypriots go to India, you will receive the same warmth. India is an interesting country. We have problems. Which country doesn't have problems? But in terms of hospitality, very few, I'm sorry for boasting about my country, but very few countries can match Indian hospitality. I mean, we literally, if we impose food on you, if a visitor comes, we don't allow him to go out with it. And then tourist places, if you want directions, I want to go here and there, this person, the Indian, will go out of the way, will make a nuisance of himself, ensure that he go to the right place. So there are problems in law and order everywhere, and same India has some. But then the kind of warmth, the kind of hospitality, the weather, yes, except in summer sometimes it's a little too hot, but you are not, you are used to, you're accustomed to the heat. So I'm very much at home. I'm very much at home in Cyprus, because the summer is almost identical to what is in most of India, especially the place from which I come. I come from south of India, a place called Chennai, which is originally known as Madras. So it's almost the same heat. So I'm enjoying myself, and I've received excellent friendship. And each day I discover something new about Cyprus, and especially about Nicosia. It's not all that dull as you once imagined. There are places, book clubs, bookshops, restaurants. Amazing. You have an amazing array of restaurants. I wish I could taste your food. I'm a vegetarian, but still I find what I want. So in every way, this is a God's gift to me and my wife for having given this opportunity to interact with you. So I would like to end. I'm trying to learn Greek, and I hope by the time I finish my tenure, I would at least be able to converse with most of you. So, Afaristo.
Thank you very much for this interview, and we are very happy to welcome President of India and Cyprus. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.